Hi guys, welcome back. As we already saw in previous demo, we are going to touch RAG systems, Retrieval Augmented Generation. But this is not all. We are going to see how we can apply this RAG system via services, which is Azure AWS, or which are services which is free. So we are going to see all of them in more detail. So all in all, we are going to dive into. Let's see and explore what are the RAG system, how we can use them, and let's see their use cases. There are a number of RAG systems that could be used in our specific application, but if we don't know exactly what are the use cases and how they work, we cannot be successful in that project. Definitely. Let's see all together. So basically, we are going to see number of racks. Rack in these days is very popular because rack system is going to be static or dynamic. Static is nothing but going to take information from the database, which is called vector index database. In another word, it can be also applied on web services, which is nothing but web services could be around like Google search or other kind of Bing search, right? So let's see all in all. By moving forward, we can talk about firstly standard traditional RAG system. Standard traditional RAG system is the system that you can pass your question, and based on your question, the model is going to extract information from somewhere. Then consecutively is going to pass that model, that output to your base large language model, and as a result to generate entire concept based on your question. This is the traditional RAG. But well, if you want to work professionally, I definitely advise you to go through step by starting on scientific paper. The scientific paper is nothing but going to help you to dive into every detailed aspect on these mechanisms that it's going to describe how they are working, right? So let's move forward. Let's start with traditional RAG system. So traditional RAG system, as I told you, basically we can use a prompt query. So it's nothing but user question. You are going to pass your model. Then your user question is going to move to your embedding model. Embedding model is nothing but linguistic model. It's going to take your question and understand semantic meaning of that model or of that question and extract based on the semantic meaning of this question is going to extract entire information from database. It's called vector database. Well, in this case, let's imagine that this vector database is static, which means it has been created in advance. All right. So let's move forward. Once it has extracted this information from database, which is nothing but knowledge sources, not database documents. So later on, I will explain you which database and which kind of sources could be applied on static RAG system. So here, as a third step, as you can see, information is retrieved based on the user question. Not much, we are not going to worry about how the information is going to be retrieved, but importantly, is retrieved here, is retrieved based on user question. Then is going to pass user question. This is the key point here. User question along with the extract information to final base model, large language model. So could be GPT-4, GPT-4o, could be Cloud Sonnet, or could be any kind of large language model different from embedding model, right? So then this model going to take this pair of user question along with the context, retrieve, and going to form it and to provide more cohesion, based on cohesion and cohesive and accuracy, going to provide user generated output on the chatbot, right? This is nothing but chatbot. So this is standard traditional RAG system that how it can work. Well, in the next video, we are going to see self-RAG, and we are going to understand what could be which in which aspects self-RAG could be more advanced technique respect to traditional RAG. So this is traditional RAG, right? So as we already know, this here traditional RAG technique is nothing but text user question pass it to embedding model. Embedding model is taking information based on the user question. So user question is here. So a role of embedding model is nothing but to convert this text input to embedding vector, then embedding vector is going to match based on similarity, could be cosine similarity on the database. Then from database, some information has been retrieved and passed to final large language model. All right. I hope it's clear. Let's move forward.